Hi, Dee Dee Brown here.
And I'm John Gist.
Welcome back to Black on the Scene, our love letter to Black entertainment.
This week, we give all of our flowers to the amazing and iconic costume designer, Ruth E. Carter, a true legend in Hollywood.
Yes, John, Ruth has the receipts and we absolutely love her for it. From her early work in School Daze to her recent work in Black Panther and Coming to America, she has truly made her mark in the entertainment industry.
Yes. So please join us as we honor the legend, Ruth E. Carter, and let's get into it. Hello, Dee Dee Brown.
John Gist.
How are you?
I'm great because we are recording Black on the Scene in person.
It feels so good to do this in person.
It does.
I feel like I get your energy. You smell good. You look good.
The outfits.
Yes.
But we had to bring the outfits
we had to bring the outfits today because it's a special episode where we're going to honor a queen that we both love. We both have met. We shared the same air with her numerous times.
Oh my gosh. And man, what an air it was. I'm wearing purple because she is royalty, fashion royalty, film royalty. If y'all don't know who we're talking about, you should. Ruth E. Carter.
Love her. Love Ruth Carter.
This is an appreciation episode for Ruth E. Carter.
Costume designer for all your favorite movies and more.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah, she's just epic. And we needed to give her her flowers and just give praise to her and everything that she's contributed to, because she's been working for a long time and she's been giving looks for a long time.
Let's read the receipts. The Black American costume designer for film and TV with over 40 films to her credit. All of your favorite blackity black films. She likely was the costume designer
had a
on.
hand in that, yes.
She has, and her expertise in period pieces and what she's able to do just is mind-blowing at her level of mastery and creativity. Yes. First of all, let's give her that shout out for being an HBCU grad.
Yes. Hampton University, Virginia.
Yes.
Shout out.
Miss Ruth E. Carter is from Springfield, Massachusetts. She moved to Los Angeles in 1988 while working at the Los Angeles Theater Center. She met
my favorite, Spike Lee.
King
Spike. Love you, Spike.
Who hired her for his first film, School Daze. And if y'all don't know School Daze, second film, School Daze. You need to know. And then
worked with him for on pretty much almost all of his movies after that, which is so crazy.
I mean, do we want to run them down?
I mean, Jungle. Okay, Mo Better Blues, Jungle Fever, Do the Right Thing. I mean, she did House Party 2, which is so crazy, which is obviously a cult classic. The 5 Heartbeats, which also is celebrating an anniversary right now. What's Love Got to Do with it? Hello, Tina Turner, we love you. Money Train, CROOKLYN, which is one of my absolute favorite movies. I love CROOKLYN, so shout out to Delroy Lindo and Alfred Woodard and Spike Lee. I mean, that movie has a very special place in my heart. Rosewood.
One of my other favorite movies.
Baps.
And Halle Berry, like we've never seen her before.
Yes.
And in Baps.
Yes. She was so good in that movie. I love her.
Well, John, we know that she's good in everything. We know you are Stan.
Amistad. Steven Spielberg directed Amistad. I love basketball.
Shaft, Bamboozled, Baby Boy. We just did an episode of shouting out John Singleton and the 30th anniversary of Boys in the Hood. And Oh, Baby Boy is celebrating its 20th
20th
anniversary as well. Shout out to Ruth, who did the costume design for that. Dr. Doolittle 2.
Sparkle. I worked on Sparkle. Whitney Houston's last movie. Jordan Sparks, Tika Sumner. Oh, hey guys.
And of course, y'all already know Black Panther.
Black Panther.
She also did Dolomite.
Wakanda forever.
She also did Dolomite Is My Name, and actually won, I believe, was nominated or won, I think, for Dolomite. And
she won the Black Panther.
And, oh, I'm sorry, it was Black Panther, but she was nominated for Dolomite, I believe.
No, she wasn't.
Okay. Don't listen to anything I have to say. Obviously, John.
I actually think she was. Now that I think about it, she wasn't nominated for coming. Yeah,
let the fighting ensue.
Okay. So what happens when we're together?
Yes, well, this makes sense, right?
Well, also, you skipped the movie that I love too, Kidnap, which is a Halle Berry movie. Did you ever see Kidnap? No. Okay.
I did not.
It was really. And Marshall. Chadwick Boseman. Thurgood Marshall portrayal.
Correct. And of course, Coming to America, which I feel like John is kind of channeling.
I am a little bit.
Coming to America that was just released via Amazon Prime Video. I feel like he is definitely repping King.
It's very regal.
King, and it's very regal.
King royalty. I love it.
It is. And what's so amazing about Ruth, and I've had the immense pleasure and honor of being in her presence a couple of times. Oh, I know.
Twice. And she loved my suit every single time.
So John, when we met her, I think you had already met her before.
Yeah, I've been watching her before, yeah.
We were at a fundraiser where James Lopez was being honored. Shout out to James. Yes. Also a legend in the industry. And I remember there were quite a few notables at this fundraiser.
It was.
And we made a beeline, like 2 school kids, like over to her. And I actually knew, of course, she was going to be there. So I picked my outfit out knowing.
I think we both were pretty like,
yes,
we were both bringing it.
I brought one of my best vintage dresses. I was like, oh my God.
And she said something to you.
It literally made my life because I did get dressed with Miss Carter in mind. It was a gold sort of lame, sort of fit and flare. Yes, we do. Fit and flare dress with a car wash skirt. Yeah. And I had like kind of an Asian inspired like jacket thrown up, which John ended up wearing by the end of the night, but that's a whole nother story because John likes to steal my
I do remember
my goods. Oh anyway, my gosh. So we saunter up to her and we are giggling.
2 schoolgirls. So funny. Like, is she gonna talk? Is she engaged? Like, she was very much all about the conversation.
She did, and again, complimenting my outfit, which always makes my day.
Especially coming from someone like her.
But right? It just, and for whatever reason, it's so funny. I guess we didn't have our phones on us and we didn't take them out. I think that's also the thing about us. We don't tend, because we were schooled not to take photos with celebrities. Yeah. And it's so stupid now when you're in a different context than working, but for work, we were always taught you didn't do that.
You don't do it.
You just don't do it.
But also, we weren't really working either. We're like,
but I know that would have been the reason.
Like, we should have done it, but we're so like ingrained in our heads to not do it. So it's like, 100%. That would have been a great time to just.
I walked away feeling some regret about that. But she looked stunning as always with her like golden hair and
her accessories. Always.
She's just always and her. She's just warm, and that I think shines through in all of her interviews, and certainly the brief but glorious time that we had with her. What was the time that you met her before that?
I met her at an award ceremony. She was being honored. This was the year Black Panther, it was award season at Icon Man award show, and she was being honored. And I remember I wasn't even going to talk to her. We just bumped into each other. She was like, son, your suit is amazing. I think I have also one of your brooches or something on or something. Yeah, maybe. But she stopped and she just gave I'm like, I'm like speechless. I'm like, no, you're Ruth Carter. Like you just did Black Panther. Like you, don't worry about what I got on this little thing. Like you look amazing, and we had a little moment there. And again, she's always, every time I've seen her, she's always been so warm and just so kind. But that's such a beautiful thing, because I guess, like, again, she has such a very interesting story, like going to the HBCU and being such a groundbreaking, you know, person in her field, in her career. Is like, do you know of a lot of Black costume designers? You know what I mean? Like, it's such a niche area, and I feel like she's done so much, like, as we obviously said, like in her career, like she's worked on, you've seen her work like 100%. So it's like, that's such a, I like the fact that she's kind of just really breaking down the doors in that space where it's like, people, you love, clothing and designing and things like that. There's an opportunity for you in the film industry, which a lot of people don't know about.
A lot of people don't know about, and she is also known around the industry as supporting Black talent in her, because it's not just her, it's a team of folks
right.
that are working on these productions.
And it takes a lot of people to do
it
that
takes
stuff.
so many.
You're talking about like designing it, like sketching it, designing it, getting it made, then alterations. Like, it's a lot that goes into the process.
So the second time, again, I was just so honored and blessed to be in her presence, was on the set. We had set visits for Coming to America when it belonged to the studio that I work for. And going into that wardrobe trailer, I almost cried. So not only did I get to see some behind the scenes costumes from the first movie, the original Coming to America, I got to just see all the artistry and craftsmanship, and to hear her tell the story. She was basically, we had a set visit with some of the Black press that we were working with, and she was absolutely just, again, amazing about walking us through the trailer, giving us the backstory of some of the world-renowned, like, fashion designers that she worked with, some artisans all over the world. And if you've seen Coming to America, the one that just obviously came out, you will see just the amazing amount of detail and work that went into crafting the costumes for the cast, the background dancers, the background cast. It is such an amazing undertaking. You must follow her on social media. She also has a line of clothes at Target. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And I could totally see her with a line of clothes otherwise inspired by, pick any film that she's
that's
done.
A really good idea. Like 100%. A special, like, kind of capsule collection of something.
I would go work for her for free.
Yeah.
Just to absorb her. Again, her energy is just bar none amazing, but just the inspiration of where she comes up with. So she has to have a lot of historical references and knowledge about time periods and what people were authentically wearing. Like when she did Selma, just the wardrobe. And there's a great article that I read about her in Refinery 29, I think sort of right after Selma, and she talked about, during that time period, our fashion was protest. How we dressed in our refinery and our Sunday best was protest to, a lot of the blight conditions we were made to endure at the time. And so, again, the thoughtfulness that goes into what she's doing and knowing about and how to convey those characters on screen, a mood, a scene. Yeah. It's all very like nuanced and just magical. Ruth E. Carter is a magical
Black queen.
Where can people see?
I was going to say, Dee and I took a field trip here in Atlanta, Georgia, to go to an exhibit that's on display right now. Actually, to the end of September. It's been there for quite some time now. But it's a really magical, like you just said, a really magical exhibit at the Savannah School of Art and Design. There is a Ruth Carter's Afrofuturism and costume design exhibit. And it takes you pretty much on a journey of all her films, like the ones we just mentioned, from her early days with Spike Lee to Selma, Coming to America, Black Panther. It was so great to just see these beautiful pieces of work in person. I'm like, I wanted to bring some of them home. Like they were so great. So I definitely think you guys, if you are in Atlanta, definitely you have until September, end of September to go and visit SCAD in Atlanta. Tickets are relatively cheap. I think they're like $10. So I think it's a really great thing for a date or bring your kids. Like I just go by yourself. We had a good time.
I would probably like to see it again before I leave. It's there through September 12th. Please check it out. Follow Ruth on social media. We will link to her Instagram account so you can see a lot of what she's working on there. And just when you're watching your favorite Black movies, wait for the credits to roll because Ruth E. Carter may be the costume designer, likely.
And it will also list out the films too, so you guys can just go and revisit them or visit them for the first time if you haven't seen them. Like there's just so much, especially I think like you said, just from like just looking from a decade perspective of like something from Amistad or something from like Coming to America or Black Panther or Selma. Like there are so many different areas, and she always just hits it every single time. So we love you, Ruth E. Carter. We salute you. And whenever you're ready to be on Black on the Scene, hit Dee Dee and I up. We'll happily do an in-person and come wherever you are.
John, I'm gonna start planning my outfit. Exactly. To manifest getting her. We see you, we love you, we appreciate all that you do for lifting us up, for celebrating the culture.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, John Gist here.
And Dee Dee Brown.
We hope you enjoyed episode 7 of Black on the Scene, dedicated to Queen Ruth E. Carter.
That's right. It's the award-winning Ruth E. Carter. Please share your love letter in the comments about this queen and her work. I know I've loved all of her work, but the costumes in Selma and Coming to America really resonated with me. So we'll see you back next Wednesday for another Black on the Scene episode. Please remember to subscribe, leave us a rating, and follow us on all social media at BLK On The Scene.